As women of the world, we are observed for who we are and for what we represent, even in those moments when we are not on a dais and we are not addressing an audience.
I don't know if you overcame or shed as much as you possibly embraced cultural upbringings in order to achieve success.
The women in my life were fundamental to really allow me to take risk in my life. And especially the sense of spirituality that was so present in the women in my life. I was raised by a clan of magnificent ladies who told me very early there was no a door that I couldn't enter, there was no step that I could not climb, there was no stone that I cannot move, there was no there a tree that I cannot just embrace and take every leaf, no matter how high that was.
It took me a while to embrace my culture of growing up and the different languages in the house and the smell of curry. And I think those experiences have really helped me develop the person I am, the type of career and the profession that I have gone into.
The lesson I've learned is you never, ever abandon who you are as a human being. And you never worry about if somebody's on his way down or on her way down or on her way up. Because at some point, your lives always intersect. And you always have to have the courage to support people even when they're down. Because they will always remember you.
One of the things that I was talking to the ladies about earlier is just understanding who I was, understanding why I was there and who put me there. Because sometimes you can go places and you look around and you go, why am I here? Why am I the chosen one? And it was funny because my friends and my associates and the team they understood, I think, why I was there more than what I understood. And the good thing is once I was there, I knew I wasn't there to publicize Alexis. I was there to open up doors for other little girls and other boys.
I actually returned to my parents who are dead. But they always told me to be true to my passion and that I could do anything that I wanted, which of course that's what all parents say. That's what I say to my son. But generally, when you're vulnerable, you have to go back and you have to think back to those roots.
Synergy between all of the panelists, Josefina Bonilla and Color Media Group and Color Magazine have once again shown a light for women of color and women leaders in Boston and throughout the nation.
The event was fantastic. You had a diversity of women, you had a diversity in the crowd, and you had really good energy.
I think this is a great event. It's an event that's very needed. We need more events like this to connect women, connect inspiration to story, and connect leaders with other leaders.
Opportunity to do this, and this Color Magazine gives us that opportunity, and I am so thrilled and so honored to be here.
I can feel the energy level, and I'm so inspired by the panelists.
Wonderful. I absolutely loved all the beautiful people that were here. These women are empowering. You know, they're going to go out there and change the world, and that's what's so exciting about it.
I love the comments. The women empowered me. I got lots of great tidbits. It's fabulous.
Amazing. I don't know how FINA does it, but they seem to get better and better every year. Every year there are incredible panelists, and every year they all have something new to say and something motivating and inspiring. And FINA wraps it all together by saying thank you for inspiring not just the young leaders, but older women, women my age, women her age.
It's a privilege to be part of it.